Hello there, everyone. For those of you who may not know my voice, my name is Heidi Reese, and I am the Training Programs Manager here at Dayton Superior. I'm also sitting here alongside Chuck Hoke, our National Training Manager. Say hi, Chuck.
Hi, Heidi. How are you doing today?
I could have sworn you'd be like, hi, Chuck.
Yeah.
And we're super excited about this Training Tuesday that we have planned for you today, since we have a special guest with us that's from the Tilt Up Concrete Association, or like we'd like to call it, the TCA. But first, let's go over a couple of housekeeping items. Just want to remind each and every one of you that when you called in, you are muted so that the presentation can be conducted without any outside disturbances. We also record these, so if you know of anybody who wants to listen later on, you can send it on their behalf for them to listen. So yeah, with the muting, we'd like to make that good as well.
Yes. Lower.
Okay, and for those of you who have not been muted, if you could mute yourselves, that'd be great. All right, thanks so much. Okay, so for any products that we might be talking about today, just want to let you know that we have a website, DaytonSuperior.com, and anything that we discuss, technical data sheets, safety data sheets, and whatnot, will be found on that site. So who exactly is Dayton Superior? Those of you on the phone probably already know this. I kind of go over it every Tuesday, but just to hit us off again, we're not just about tilt up as you're here for us today. We are the leading provider of engineered solutions for the concrete construction industry. We handle accessories, chemicals, forming, and have proven solutions for Simon's forming shoring, concrete repair and restoration, bridge deck, rebar splicing, precast, and of course tilt. We also handle engineering services, and we have training that is specifically designed for quick and like what we're doing today, or customized. Just talk to us, Chuck and Heidi, at training@DaytonSuperior.com, and we'll get you started. So who in the world do we have with us today? Maybe some of you who heard us earlier know, but I want to let you know, we have none other than Jill Heald, the Director of Business Development for the TCA. She has a degree from Minnesota State University and has been with the TCA for over 2 years. In addition, Jill has over 25 years of business leadership, and her expertise in building organization capacity, strategic planning and execution, as well as managing operations and driving revenue, has greatly benefited the TCA and its members. Her excitement and can-do attitude is what I love most about her. And she is here today with us to discuss the TCA certifications and help us understand the many benefits around that. So when I talked to her about this Training Tuesday, I got some firsthand info on her I wanted to share. So I asked her, why do you love the TCA? And her response was, it builds relationships with our members and supports the incredible work they do. I think that was really great. And then a fun fact is that she, get this, is a former contestant on The Price is Right. But she said that she still would make a terrible estimator, so I thought that was really funny. So Jill, if you're on the phone, please unmute yourself and let's get started about the TCA and all the excitement and that it has to offer us.
Oh, thank you so much, Heidi. I'm just so flattered to be here today and to be talking with all of you guys and be online with the Dayton Superior team, who we hold near and dear to our hearts in the TCA. So as Heidi said, I'm the Business Development Director for the TCA. I've been in the industry about 2 years, and I will say it is an awesome industry to be affiliated with. So let's talk about the TCA is. We are the Tilt Up Concrete Association, and we are an international nonprofit trade association for the global concrete construction industry. So you could probably read the screen very easily there, just as much as anybody can. But we're going to throw it back to 1986. We're going clear back to 1986, and that's when we originated. And we originated by a dedicated group of people like yourselves, whether you're a contractor, you're a manufacturer, a supplier on the call, or maybe you're an architect or an engineer and you came in later in the times. But we have 37 years years of improving what you guys do and what you do every single day. We've been promoting the growth and the achievement of tilt-up design, construction, and innovation. And we're doing that pretty much through education and through the other resources that we offer as an organization. One thing you may not know about the Tilt Up Concrete Association, which I will be referring to in most of the presentation as the TCA, is that we're the only ones. We are the authority for all things Tilt Up because we are the only global association for the Tilt Up build method, and it is pretty empowering to think of it that way. We have 16 different countries that are a part of the TCA, and we have over 550 companies and firms that are a part of the TCA. So there's a lot of different resources and things that we have for our members that help them to, promote their company, promote the tilt-up industry, to create growth. And a lot of those things that we offer and the resources that we have are all available on www, which you see up on the corner there, tiltup.org. That is a great resource and a place where you should absolutely go visit after this and create yourself an account. That way you can be up to date and get push notifications and information about all the different resources we have. There's a scads of them. Today, we're going to be focusing mostly on certification and the certification process that we have through the TCA and our business affiliates, and also through Dayton Superior and the beautiful support of our friends at Dayton. But if you go to our website, you will be able to see all of the different resources that the TCA offers to help support your business and what you do in the field or any part of the industry. And there's a lot there to read through. But the one thing I'll have to say is that we are constantly innovating. We're always bringing in new programs. And there's always a lot of things going on at the TCA. And the number one reason for that is because of the passionate members that are driving this bus. There has been 37 years of promoting growth and, pushing our industry forward. And our membership is composed of architects, engineers, suppliers, general contractors, subcontractors, developers, consultants, educators, and many others too. But we truly bring in the best people to into our association, and the TCA is extremely proud of the collection of professionals that we have that gather multiple times a year and that sit on our board of directors and that create these programs to help push the industry forward. So, but today we're going to talk about certification and the importance of it. So we'll move on here. Yes. So we do have certification programs obviously available through the TCA. There are individual certifications and there's company level certifications. And the certifications that we have really come down to two different ways in these certifications. One is a joint program with the American Concrete Institute, which is ACI. And that's the individual one. And that is for either a technician or the upgraded version of technician to a superintendent certification. And then also the other one is the TCA company certification program, which is to provide owners and specifiers and designers a method for assuring that their business is of quality, of experience, and is performing at the highest level possible of tilt-up concrete contractors. And it's mainly for concrete contractors. So that's just kind of a quick program overview of what we actually have available for our certifications. We will move to why it's really so important. Really what it does is it drives industry excellence. I think you guys know that education is power. It is extremely important, especially this day and age, that we're always innovating and we're evolving. And there's so much strong evidence looped into the education resources that you have and the support that you have around you in the workforce, employee development that you create, what that does for your business. It's not just for credentials from a company standpoint, but it's really about that workforce development. And it really is truly about your own individual commitment or your company's commitment being professionals and ensuring a safe and quality work environment. More than anything, too, it's really truly speaks volumes about the expectations you have for yourself or for your company to evolve in the industry, and what your expectations are for your workforce and for those around you, and the success level. So now we're walking through the importance of it. Obviously, establishing the standards. Again, it speaks volumes of your company and of your employees when they take the extra time to be certified. The TCA has a lot of phone calls into the office, and one of the main phone calls we get is someone calling in looking for someone who is certified, a certified company, a certified technician, somebody who has credentials. Maybe someone who has recently attended an event to where they had continuing education. They're wanting to really be affiliated and work with those companies that are putting education at the forefront. And so it really establishes your company's standards and what your expectations are, and sets the format for what your employees can expect in the workplace too, which means it develops a qualified workforce, which we all absolutely need to have and maintain. It's 2023, and as you guys know, it's been very, very difficult, and the labor force conversation is not going to go away anytime soon. But one of the best ways you can ensure retention within your team is to develop a qualified workforce where they feel safe, they feel like they're learning, and they can take their own personal development into their hands and have those personal credentials on the job site. It strengthens their job performance, and which also will always add revenue to the bottom dollar of any company. So yes, there is cost associated with education, but the benefits far outweigh any kind of cost that you could possibly have. And it is extremely important for a company's growth and outlook, if you're forecasting for years down the road, to incorporate education programs. And then also too, it shows your commitment to the industry excellence. This is a niche market. This is a niche build, and it is extremely important for everybody, for industry advocacy, that we put education at the forefront of what we do. All right, we'll move on. So I talked earlier about the different types of certifications that there are. We have a technician, which is individual certification through ACI and TCA. We have supervisor, which is also through ACI and TCA. And then there's company certification. So there's 3 different certifications available. And we're going to kind of walk through some of those program details, some high levels of it. And then I will also direct you to our website to get a little bit more, and you can download a prospectus to be able to show you very specifics and information that if you're truly interested in becoming certified, documents that you can actually download and read through and create a plan for yourself. So from an individual standpoint, a tilt-up technician is a person who understands an overall on-site administrative and technical management of producing tilt-up projects. And the way that they do that is through studying material. We have a book, we have a study guide, there's a ACI written examination for them to take as well. But what this also will tell is that this person is going to be spending additional hours to where they are learning about the safety components, ways that other industry professionals play into these roles, and these technicians will spend, on average, it's about 3 months usually studying minimally, we like to see, in order to pass ACI written examination. And we will get to that eventually on where you can take your ACI examination. But the tilt-up technician classroom can be done in multiple places. It can be done in Tilt Up Academy, which we have on our website, where you can actually get a subscription to Tilt Up Academy. And there is over 15 different video seminars that you can actually watch that are in different intervals, time intervals, and you can learn as you go and learn freely. There is a book you can purchase on our website as well. And there is additional study guides. I highly suggest for a technician to get a study guide. It has over 300 questions on it. It can be ordered online on our website at tiltup.org. But with those questions, it's really the answer key to the test, and something that you should be studying. And I think 90 days is really truly the smallest amount of window we would like to see for a technician's studying time frame. Currently, right now, statistically, there are 1,294 technicians certified worldwide for tilt-up technicians. So if you want to be 1,295, I would be happy to help you get set up with that. Next, we're going to move on to the tilt-up supervisor, which we're going to stay on Tilt-Up Academy as well, because this is where you're going to find a little bit of the information too here. But a tilt-up supervisor is a person who has demonstrated proficiency in and understanding of an overall on-site administrative and technical management for producing tilt-up projects. And they will be doing that by passing an ACI written examination and additionally meeting work experience requirements. So the supervisor upgrade actually requires work experience forms to be completed. There's 4,500 work hours, which is approximately about five years of experience in supervision of tilt-up projects. There's 125 certified supervisors worldwide. One thing that we would really like to advocate for on this talk today is that those 1,294 technicians that have been working and are certified, it is easy to upgrade. You've already been working on the site, and if you are a superintendent and you are certified, it is an easy upgrade, and it's actually a fairly easy process because, as you know, those years go by, and the experience forms are much easier to fill out given the work climate you do every day and the velocity in which tilt is growing. So that's one of the pushes for today. Is I'd love to see more of those technicians step up to a supervisor upgrade. So there's also a company certification that you can also have. Company certification is a little bit different. That is all TCA based, and the expectations for a company is that you can either be a general tilt-up contracting company, or you can be an architectural tilt-up contractor. And both of these programs are completely spelled out on our website, and there's also a prospectus that you can download. But these also have very stringent requirements and expectations. Dayton Superior is actually a certified company. They are one of the 29 certified companies that are a part of our program. This program also requires a lot of paper trail, a lot of manual work hours, specific preparatory information that you have to supply into the TCA. It also requires ongoing commitment to where there is specific checks that the TCA does, and You will have to pass through very stringent expectations of your company. These are all a little bit varying because there is an architectural side to it too. And so the firms are guided a little bit different. But the thing about it is that I think a lot of people think that it is much harder to become a certified company, which it is in comparison to the individual side of it. But from a certified company standpoint, so that's where you should start. But from a certified company standpoint, you can easily start the process. And yes, it could take anywhere from 6 months to 18 months to become a certified company with the TCA. But depending on your work hours and how many years your company has been around and performed work, it could go quicker as well. There is a minimum of expectations of how many employees you have personally certified as well. And all of that is unfortunately not as easy to wrap up in this meeting, because it is contingent on the size of your organization and contingent as well on again, whether you are a contracting company or a firm. So I highly suggest you go to tiltup.org to learn a little bit more about that. Back up to Tilt Up Academy. So this is a fantastic thing for continuing education. It is a custom in-house built solution tailored to your needs. It has web-based streaming platforms. There is great quizzes that you can have, reviews. We put different publications on here that are available and free to our members, and the content is really relevant and it is extremely fresh. The videos are short, which I think is fantastic. 15 minutes is usually about the longest you see, and it gives you an opportunity in this library to be able to work through these sessions again as need be, and take breaks as need be too, depending on your workload. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and move on. Okay, guys, I'll let you watch this first.
Did you see Shane, Chuck? I did.
Mm-hmm.
I saw him too.
Oh, yay.
Fantastic. And it may start playing on loops. Maybe I start pause it. There we go. Okay. Thank you. I don't know if you can pause it.
There we go.
Cool.
I think we got
We
it.
just want to see Shane over and over and
I know.
over
Well,
again.
I was going to wait and freeze it on Shane is what I was planning on doing.
But I can't.
Okay.
You can switch slides if it won't stop, or turn off the volume too. Okay, that'll work better. Okay. So back to the certification part. I think you guys just got to see that video. That was a video of our annual convention and expo. That one was actually taken in St. Louis, and it was a fantastic event. Last year's Denver was the largest event we've ever had, and this year in Tampa, which is next week, and we're super excited for it, is actually already bigger than what Denver was. So this event's going to be huge. But how this ties back into certification is this is where you get certified. This is where you actually have Tilt Up 101 education opportunities to immerse your team into education, 3 days of education. We actually offer Spanish courses as well. But this is where you actually can take the exam, and there is preparatory seminars throughout the whole course of the 3 days too. If you want to get registered for this, you can actually just go to our event page and register for it, or you can call into the TCA office as well. The other places you can do exams is World of Concrete. So if you can't make it to Tampa next week, we'll see you at World of Concrete. You can get certified there, or you can book a private tour. And Dayton Superior is our national sponsor for private tours. We do about 15 to 20 private tours a day, or I'm sorry, a year, excuse me. And these run usually November through March. They include in-person teachings up to 4 hours. Or you could also do virtual sessions as well. You just order the study guides online, and you order the exams through us as well online, the ACI exams, and you just work to get on our schedule, and we will come to you. So if you've got a whole entire group, you've got a crew that you would like to get certified, instead of flying them all to World of Concrete, other than Tampa, you should for sure fly them to Tampa. But if you don't want to fly them to World of Concrete, that's totally fine. We will come to you. And Dayton is actually provides 6 different proctors for us as well in that. So I want to thank them for being our national sponsor for the private tour. And I really, really would like for you guys to visit our webpage and check out our Tilt Up Convention and Expo, because it's going to be a great event next week. And we're going to have record attendance. We have record Expo Hall support, and sponsorships. It's just going to be a big, great event. We have an awards gala, and we would just love to have you there. You can get a taste of what it's like and get an idea of what certification looks like for you in the future with the TCA.
Oh, Jill, thank you so much. And that website is tilt-up.org. So, Chuck, do you have anything to add, or it's not at this time, guys? I put in, if you guys have any questions, go ahead through Zoom on the chat functionality and hit those up there.
No, I think Jill had touched base on the Dayton Superior offers. Probably about 90% of our sales force is all certified ACI technician. We also offer proctors here are available here for testing operations within the TCA for the TCA from Dayton Superior too. So TCA is a great organization, guys, and this program really is above and beyond everything I thought it would be, and I've been doing this a long time. So
is this where I'm supposed to go? How long, Chuck?
No, I don't want to.
He's been doing it quite a while. He's very knowledgeable.
Yeah, it's I've been, Tilt Up I've been doing Tilt Up for about 28 years now. Mm-hmm. So
yeah,
it really is a worthwhile organization if you're looking at where you want to spend some money and time. TCA is a good organization to spend it.
Mm-hmm. And to make money in return.
And make money in return, exactly. And it's also, to be honest with you, one of the biggest questions we get is, where can I get certified? So we refer people over to TCA every day that call in looking for either an architect, engineer, for a contractor that's certified.
Yeah, excellent. So guys, if you have any questions, go ahead and put them into the chat functionality in Zoom. And just wanted to remind you that we do record these. I'll send out an email a little bit later on today and let you know when it's available on YouTube. We have all of the past recordings out there for our Training Tuesdays, also on our DaytonSuperior.com website. Just search on Training Tuesday and you'll get 2 links. One's to register. Next week, we're going to be doing bond breakers and tilt-up best practices. And you can register for that, or go out and see what we did last week, which is tilt-up, what was it? Tilt-up 101, basically. Yeah.
Basically for tilt-up.
For solutions, yep. And you can see all the ones we've done in the past. They're all organized out there for your ease of use. So with that, if I don't have any questions, Jill, thank you so much for coming and to explain all of that you've done for us. I thought it was great. I learned a lot, and I can't wait to hear about the next one. Maybe you can do one next year.
Always.
So, and Shane,
I will always do things
you.
for Dayton Superior. They're a wonderful company.
You are so good to us, Jill. And Shane, if you're listening, since you were on our video, or her video, I should say, he'll be taking autographs a little bit later on about the PBA 10K, I think is what he was holding. So all y'all just hit him up. And I hope he's laughing because he's on mute. And with that, I'll see you guys next Tuesday. Thanks again, Jill.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.